This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois.
And I'm Beth Jones. First tonight, the deputy superintendent of 2 correctional facilities is facing charges in connection with what authorities describe as a long-standing kickback scheme.
Gerald Merrill was charged with theft and bribery in official and political matters on July 24th. Merrill is currently the deputy superintendent of the Mountain View Correctional Facility in Charleston and the Down East Correctional Facility in Machiasport. Detectives with the Maine Attorney General's office say Merrill allegedly engaged in a scheme using state funds to purchase products from certain vendors in exchange for illegal kickback payments. An investigation was launched after the Maine State Auditor's Office noticed an irregular volume of funds being spent on purchase cards under Merrill's control. On July 25th, Attorney General detectives and members of the state police searched the Mountain View Correctional Facility and Merrill's home. They took Merrill into custody and he was taken to the Penobscot County Jail. Maine Department of Corrections Commissioner Randall Liberty issued a statement saying, quote, "I'm deeply disturbed by these allegations and fully support the actions of the Attorney General's office. The Maine Department of Corrections expects its employees, like all state employees, to adhere to the highest standards of ethical and professional conduct, and failure to do so is unacceptable," end quote. Merrill made his initial court appearance in Bangor this afternoon. His bail was set at $5,000 cash.
The Penobscot County Grand Jury has indicted a Bangor man accused of stabbing a minor multiple times. 18-year-old Aiden Zoji was indicted on charges of elevated aggravated assault and attempted aggravated assault. The alleged incident happened near Shaw's Supermarket on Main Street in Bangor in April. A Hamden man charged with burglarizing 4 Bangor businesses was also indicted. 32-year-old Christopher Archer was arrested on April 28th. Bangor police responded to a call about a burglary at Hammond Lumber. They say they found tarps covering stolen items from the business behind Hammond Lumber. While they were searching the area, they encountered Archer riding an ATV. He was caught after a brief pursuit. Archer was indicted on a variety of charges, including burglary, theft, and violation of conditions of release.
A Glenburn woman accused of stealing from a Bangor business has been indicted by the Penobscot County Grand Jury. Melissa Moran is accused of taking more than $250,000 from her former employer. Moran is the former office manager here at WVII WVFX in Bangor. General Manager Mike Palmer issued a statement saying, quote, "Our business is the victim of a serious theft. A former long-term and trusted employee is under investigation. We are happy charges are being brought," end quote. Moran had worked at the TV station since 2011. She was indicted for theft by unauthorized taking.
In other news tonight, flavored tobacco products will not be banned in Maine for this year, at least. The Maine legislature decided to table the bill to end flavored tobacco sales statewide, officially pushing a final decision to next year. The bill was first introduced in December of last year and was passed by the Senate in June. Now, the House of Representatives has decided to table the bill and revisit the matter in 2024.
Tobacco companies have a lot of money to dump into research and development and marketing, and they know that 95% of adult smokers start before they turn 21, and they know that these flavors appeal to kids.
Well, Flavors Hook Kids Maine, a coalition consisting of public health experts and community partners, has been the driving force behind the proposed ban. They say this legislation would help reduce tobacco use among middle and high schoolers.
This isn't removing products universally. It's not prohibition. It's not the war on drugs. This is meant to reduce the opportunity for kids to get hooked on something that is addictive.
Now, if passed, Maine will join Massachusetts, California, and others who have instituted a statewide ban.
An Ellsworth city official has announced he will not be renewing his contract. Our Devin Dagnall met with him to discuss the decision and reflect on the work he's done.
Glenn Mosier has served the city of Ellsworth for 3 years as its city manager and chief of police. But recently, he decided it was time to hang up one of those hats.
Last week in an executive session with the City Council, I advised them that when my current contract expires on January 16th of 2024, I will not be seeking a new contract.
Starting next year, Mosier will shift his entire focus to being the city's police chief. Mosier says he's incredibly proud of the work he's accomplished during his tenure, but he feels it's been overshadowed by a constant questioning of his motives. That questioning has been one of the main contributors to his recent decision.
I think the biggest challenge for me has been the constant comments or the constant negativity towards my dual role. Going into it, I believe that if I just, if I worked hard and I did the right thing and, and the city was striving, then I believed, that a lot of that talk would go away. And ultimately, it just hasn't stopped the noise.
As Mosier prepares to step down from his position, he promises to do everything he can to make the transition as smooth as possible.
The council, I believe, in August is going to discuss whether they want to, how they want to go about beginning the search for a new city manager. But I've made it very clear to the council that I'm not going anywhere. So they can feel free to take their time and make sure that the person they select is the right person for the job.
In Ellsworth, Devin Dagnall, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Meanwhile, a question regarding Maine's state flag will confront voters at the polls this fall. Legislation amended by Republican Senator Eric Brakey would add an issue to November's ballot regarding changing the Maine flag back to its original version from 1901. The current flag features the state seal on a blue background. The original is tan and depicts a white pine tree and single star. Brakey hopes that this potential change sparks discussion about Maine's history.
I think it harkens back to our shared history for all Maine people.
Brakey adds that changing the flag is not a political issue, but rather a decision to be made by Mainers this fall.
Definitely one that will be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah, where folks fall on, what they want the identity of the Maine flag to look like.
Exactly. Well, looking outdoors today, it was a very hot and steamy day. We were feeling that even here in the newsroom. The
toasty streak certainly is continuing. Let's go ahead and get a first check of our forecast.
All right, thank you very much. Your first weather is brought to you by Webb's RV. Check out the summer special on RVs and campers. Don't forget, we have the sharpest pencil in town, and we have some very nice temperatures in town as well. Back up in the 80s for most locations today. 85 here in Bangor, 81 Bar Harbor, 82 for Millinocket, also for Greenville. A very nice, comfortable day, but now things are about to change. A cold front is on the way that will likely bring us some showers and a few thunderstorms tomorrow. Right now, though, we're all good tonight, but increasing clouds this evening will give way to this around daybreak tomorrow. And this will be a line of showers and probably a few active thunderstorms in there as well, which bring some gusty winds and large hail across our region tomorrow. Our forecast then tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies or increasing clouds tonight with muggy low temperatures down near 70. Your full forecast is coming up.
Gosh, can you really even call that a low?
Seriously, we thought last night's overnights were looking warm.
We at least hit the 60s last night.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness gracious. All righty.
Well, we'll buckle up for that. And coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, a bill that would create an offshore wind program in the Gulf of Maine is being sent to the governor's desk.
And your back-to-school shopping could ring up a little more this year. Our Grace Blanchard will have the numbers. Those stories and more when ABC 7 News at 6 continues.
Dave's Auto Repair and Towing is now in 2 locations in Bucksport and Ellsworth, providing honest and professional automotive repair and maintenance services. As a family-owned, certified Napa Auto Care Center, Dave's Auto Repair and Towing will take care of your air conditioning, axle repair and replacement, brakes, engine repair, exhaust systems, oil changes, preventive maintenance, and radiator service. And Dave's also offers a large and affordable selection of tires and 24-hour towing service. Dave's Auto Repair and Towing in Bucksport and Ellsworth.
Machias Savings Bank is proud to partner with Luke's Lobster.
If I didn't have the right people around me, there's no chance Luke's Lobster would be what it is today. It was amazing that once the Machias store opened, I realized how many of my friends were already inside. Machias understands commodities. They understand manufacturing and production. They understand local small restaurants. And so this is naturally a fit.
Machias Savings Bank, the bank of yes.
These days you can buy a new mattress anywhere. However, getting the right mattress at the right price will keep you up at night. When you're ready for a new mattress, come to Dorsey's. We've delivered more mattresses to this area than any other retailer. With over 48 years of experience, the largest in-stock selection, plus our 30-night sleep guarantee, we've got the right mattress for you at a great price. Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A, Holden. Sleep well, my friends.
If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma or asbestos-related lung cancer, contact the law offices of Joe Bornstein to learn about your legal rights. Maine has the highest rate of mesothelioma fatalities in the U.S. You may be eligible to receive compensation if you were exposed to asbestos products while working in a shipyard, mill, factory, or construction site. For a free case evaluation, dial 207-CALL-JOE or online at joebornstein.com.
It's the Toyota Summer Savings Event, featuring trucks from the longest-lasting brand, Toyota. Right now, you could save up to $1,900 with 3.99% financing on a four-wheel drive Tacoma. Toyota, let's go places.
Huffers Place provides quality treatment with compassion and convenience. We offer a broad array of products geared to address illnesses and injuries. We stock a great selection of pipes, t-shirts, herbs, incense, CBD, and more. Visit us just 1.5 miles off Route 7, past Spring Street Greenhouse in Dexter.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. A bill that would create an offshore wind program in the Gulf of Maine is being sent to the governor's desk. Our Matthew Jurancic spoke to industry leaders across the state and has more.
This is a major win on all fronts, and this is a really great representation of how clean energy can support our state's economy, our state's health, and our state's workforce.
One front that sees this as a crucial win, those representing workers. Laborers International Union of North America's Regional Director Jason Shedlock says it creates new clean energy sustaining jobs for Mainers by Mainers.
Because of the sheer number of jobs that this is going to create and sustain, chances are that someone in the state of Maine will never see an offshore wind turbine, but they will know somebody, either themselves or somebody that they're close to, that has a job because of the industry.
New jobs aren't the only thing on the horizon. Mainers will have the opportunity to put some money back in their wallets. Caldwell says offshore wind projects are expected to produce roughly 3 gigawatts of electricity by 2040. He says Mainers will see lower electric bills and switching to clean energy.
Having durable clean energy in the Gulf of Maine, right here in Maine, will really stabilize energy prices for the long term and make our grid a lot more reliable as well.
The bill is now sitting on the governor's desk awaiting her signature. Shedlock says it creates a Maine-based blueprint for anyone to use going forward.
Maine's motto is Dirigo, and we certainly led in this way on this industry. We're proud to do it, and we look forward to operationalizing this.
In Augusta, Matthew Jurancic, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The Maine Department of Transportation is seeking public feedback to help reduce carbon emissions in the state. The department will be receiving nearly $30 million in funding for carbon reduction under the federal bipartisan infrastructure law. The department says the funding could be used in a variety of ways to lower carbon emissions, including expanding Maine's electric vehicle charging network, improving public transit options, or developing more bike and walking paths.
We're trying to do the best we can to come up with, a strategy that works for all the people in Maine. That's easier for us to do when we get feedback from folks and when we hear what people want to see. If people provide us with feedback, that can give us ideas that we might not have otherwise had.
The department will be accepting public comments until August 7th. To share your input on the department's carbon reduction plan and how funding should be used, visit maine.gov/MDOT.
Most people probably don't want to talk about back to school just yet, but that time is right around the corner and shoppers should be prepared for a hit to their wallets this year, as experts say the cost of school supplies is notably higher. Our Grace Blanchard has details.
It's scary because not everybody can afford that.
Back-to-school shoppers may want to start deal hunting early this year as new data shows increases in the cost of supplies.
They want you to get all these supplies to go back to school, and it gets really expensive really quick.
According to data from e-commerce accelerator Pattern, These back-to-school supplies have seen higher than normal inflation over the last year, with increases around 5% or more.
These are the items that are seeing the largest increases in prices. It's those ones that are kind of rapid use, semi-disposable, or high-velocity use sort of products.
The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics recently reported that inflation rose at least 4% for major categories of goods during the last year. And experts say this is not only potentially impacting parents, but also teachers.
Some teachers who are actually paying for these things out of pocket. So, and the ones that the things they're paying for out of pocket typically are the ones that are up most in price.
And parents like LaFonte say they are already seeing the impact of these increases.
It's usually $50 on just them type of supplies. Then you have a backpack and a lunchbox. So yeah, your price is up near $70, $75 just to go back to school.
Grace Blanchard, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Definitely very, very challenging for parents out there that, you know, you're approaching back to school and there are so many things that your children will need.
Right, so much to prepare for to go back to school, and then when you have, you know, more than one child too, that everything just multiplies.
Yeah, it just multiplies for sure. All right, well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, a colorful display is coming together over downtown Bangor. Our David Ledford gives us a look.
And in sports, it's that time of the year again. The Patriots were back out on the field for day one of training camp. We'll have that story right after the break.
Welcome to the Purple Baboon, a local gem on the Belfast waterfront. Find lots of little joys for every taste, like fun clothing for the whole family and a lovely selection of coastal Maine-made jewelry. The Purple Baboon, the best selection at great prices. 31 Front Street, Belfast.
I'm not just accomplished, I am accomplishing. So I'm doing all I can to help lower my risk of breaking a bone.
For postmenopausal women with osteoporosis at high risk for fracture, taking calcium and vitamin D may not be enough. Adding Prolia is proven to help strengthen bones and reduce spine fracture risk by 68% with one shot every 6 months. Do not take Prolia if you have low blood calcium, are pregnant, are allergic to it, or take Exgeva. Serious allergic reactions like low blood pressure, trouble breathing, throat tightness, face, lip, or tongue swelling, rash, itching, or hives have happened. Tell your doctor about dental problems, as severe jawbone problems may happen with Prolia, or about pain in your hip, groin, or thigh, as unusual thigh bone fractures have occurred. Talk to your doctor before stopping, skipping, or delaying Prolia, as spine and other fractures have occurred. Serious side effects like low blood calcium, serious infections which could need hospitalization, skin problems, and severe bone, joint, or muscle pain have occurred.
I have so much more to accomplish.
Talk to your doctor about Prolia.
Are you looking at buying a house and would like financing options through the Maine State Housing Authority? Stearns Farm Subdivision on Main Road North in Hamden has 32 houses for sale, which have 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and a 1-car garage for a combined total of 1,400 square feet. In order to qualify for financing, you will need to meet the criteria of the Maine Housing Authority and have a household income of less than $97,900. Please reach out to David Smallwood for more information. 949-3506.
The first ever Mazda CX-50, purpose-built for the outdoors. With our most advanced driving technology for responsive, consistent performance, on-road and off, that entices you to go further, more often.
Find your new Mazda today at Varney Mazda, 260 Hogan Road in Bangor, and discover what Varney value is all about.
Trident Medical is hosting a free faith-based, non-denominational Kids Day Camp August 5th from 2 to 8 p.m. 447 Main Road, Carmel. Experienced camp counselors, crafts, face painting, games, and food will be provided. Pre-registration is required.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Herman Motor Company. Whether you're looking for a new vehicle or to have your current vehicle serviced or detailed, Herman Motor Company has it all.
Hey everybody, Ryan Sudol here. Thank you so much for joining us. Football season is finally here. Day one of the NFL season began in Foxborough with the Patriots taking the field for the first day of training camp on Wednesday morning. Gates opened at 8 a.m. The temps were close to 90 at Gillette, but over 6,000 fans showed up to catch the first practice of the season. There are a lot of stories to follow at camp this year. What is Bill O'Brien's offense going to look like after a year with Matt Patricia at the helm, after missing the playoffs and finishing just 8-9 a season ago, a lot of questions were surrounding the play of Mac Jones, and he says he's looking forward to the fresh start in year 3.
I think the biggest thing that we've all talked about is just having a fresh start. I think there's a lot of learning experiences from last year that we've talked about, and this year it's all about just working together, right? You got to come up with a plan and then obviously talk about it and then execute it. So I'm excited for that part of it. Really just for me, just trying to be really consistent, try not to ride the wave and just stay my course.
Okay, now let's go to some UMaine news. A Black Bear track and field athlete has been named one of the best in her country and will soon get to show why on the big stage. Mackenzie Wilson, a fifth-year hammer thrower, will be competing at the Canadian Track and Field Championships in Langley, BC, starting Thursday. The Ontario native had a stellar 2023, winning the America East and New England hammer throw titles, as well as setting a school record at 61.58 meters. Wilson competed at hammer throw at Nationals last year, finishing 8th, and she feels that experience alone gives her an advantage.
There's a lot to take in because it's my first big girl meet, if you will. Like Cameron Rogers, Jillian Weir, they're Olympians. Going from competing against NCAA athletes to Olympians is a little bit of a change. But because I've seen that before, I have a little bit of a better, understanding of how to deal with the pressure.
As Wilson pointed out, Olympians are in the field. Those two she mentioned, Cam Rogers and Jillian Weir, are expected to go 1-2 in the event for the second year in a row. While she doesn't expect to finish as high, she revels in the opportunity to share a stage with them and will use what she sees and learns as she heads into the coming school year.
Having 2 Olympians from our country is amazing in my event, but I also absolutely love being right beside them in seeing what they do to prepare for competition, how they act in a competition, learning from them. It's so surreal that I am competing with Olympians in itself. I think that's absolutely incredible.
That is so scary. That's all the time we have for sports. I'm Ryan Sudol. Here's your full 5-day forecast.
Here we go. Your full weather is brought by Diversified Ink Tattoo Studio in Penobscot Plaza in Bangor. And we're talking about 80s out there again today. A gorgeous day temperature-wise. 85 here in Bangor, 82 Millinocket. We will take it. Tomorrow could actually be a bit warmer than today as the heat is on across the area right now. And really across the entire nation, there's a giant heat bubble across the U.S. right now. And that's going to expand and kind of go this way until a front breaks it up for us. Not tomorrow, but more so later tomorrow night into early parts of Saturday as well. So keep in mind, we do have cooler temperatures in store for us this weekend, just not yet. All right, so visibility now is good across the entire area. Just kind of hazy out there. Okay, we got this. But the wind's going to go calm for a few hours tonight. It's hazy. It's muggy out there. That will likely give us some dense fog again after midnight tonight into early parts of tomorrow. Okay, the drought monitor is out again across the Midwest. Great Lakes, lots of conditions there. Levels 1, 2, 3, and 4 drought conditions there. For us, though, not so much. Our wet spring and wet summer continues, and there is more rainfall in the forecast beginning tomorrow and most likely into tomorrow night. Not right now, though. The couple clouds out there now are no big deal at all, okay? So off to the west of us, though, this is moving in our direction. So we do have some clouds increasing tonight that will give way to areas of rain tomorrow. The timing of this is critical, though, because if it arrives at peak daytime heating tomorrow, we'll likely get some stronger storms out of that. That could give us some damaging wind gusts and large hail and some beneficial rainfall, but overall looking pretty good. It'll likely arrive just before peak heating tomorrow, so we might be okay across our neck of the woods. Keep an eye on it, though, tomorrow. If you have outdoor plans golfing through the afternoon, there could be some stronger storms around. All right, Futurecast shows the story, right? So increasing clouds out there tonight. Here comes that front just to our north and west. It's going to push through midday-ish tomorrow, and this could bring us some heavy rain, some gusty winds, and large hail. That's going to push out of here then, and here comes the rainfall. So with this band of rain, we're talking about maybe another ½ inch to an inch of rainfall before we get to Friday morning. There's another band of rain coming in over the weekend, which could give us another inch or 2 of rain, as we are still stuck in this pattern of every other day rain events around here. Our forecast though tonight, though, is increasing clouds, no rain tonight. There could be a sprinkle. Look for low temperatures, muggy, down near 70 with a south breeze around 5. For tomorrow, scattered showers and a couple of thunderstorms out there. Again, high temperature temperatures back up in the 80s for most locations with that rain throughout the afternoon. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows the story, right? We're going to go for 90 on Friday before a cold front comes through on Saturday, bringing us some more rain, potentially heavy rain on Saturday. Here's the weekend, highs in the 70s and probably lingering into next week.
At least some relief coming.
Yeah, that weekend cool down is going to be great.
Indeed. All right. Well, there is still more to come. Stay with us.
Finding the right vehicle for you and your family can be a daunting task. At Varney Buick GMC, our expert staff is here to make the journey as painless as possible. Our goal is to get you and your family in a vehicle that will best fit into your lifestyle. Communication is key, and our team makes sure to be completely transparent throughout the process, informing you on all of your options. Come experience Varney value, only at Varney Buick GMC.
Some things are worth waiting for. Something reliable, something loyal, something long-lasting. A 6-year warranty? Coyote's got that. One machine for all the dirty work? Count on Coyote. Coyote won't break your heart, and Whittemore & Sons got the deals that won't break the bank. So quit swiping and settling for less. Slide into Whittemore & Sons and be treated like family. By a family who cares. 257 Waterville Road, Skowhegan.
Cool nights start with Ashley this summer, with Tempur-Pedic mattresses starting at $37 per month, Beauty Rest Black starting at $45 per month, and Purple starting at $39 per month. Plus, pay 0% interest for 60 months, in-store only. Only at Ashley.
Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor is the best and only spot you should go to for your rug cleanings. Serving Maine for more than 70 years, we care about your rugs. Clean rugs last longer, and our family takes pride in being the professionals that you can trust. Our cleaning process consists of soaking your rug in a bath, shampooing, rinsing, and drying in a humidity-controlled dry room, making sure no detail is overlooked. Need a repair? We fully service every type of rug for you. Saliba's Rug Cleaners.
We care about your rugs.
It's the Toyota Summer Savings Event, featuring trucks from the longest-lasting brand, Toyota.
You've been waiting for a new Toyota, so now's the time. Come and get it.
Right now, you could save up to $1,900 with affordable 3.99% financing on a four-wheel drive Tacoma. And every Tacoma comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance and more. The Toyota Summer Savings Event at your New England Toyota dealer, your all-wheel drive headquarters.
So come and get it.
Toyota, let's go places.
Tonight, a new wave of extreme heat forces more tourists to evacuate. The deadly wildfires around the globe. Plus, how would a third indictment impact the 2024 race? More Americans turn to the most watched program on television. World News Tonight with David.
Well, those of you traveling through downtown Bangor today may have noticed a colorful display coming together in the skies above Cross Street. Our David Ledford brings us a closer look.
It's a major tourist attraction, and so it's the kind of thing we can put in a brochure.
An experiential art display inspired by the Mary Poppins film is starting to take shape in downtown Bangor. A canopy of multicolored umbrellas will hang above Cross Street from now until October as part of the Umbrella Sky project, a collection of more than 170 art installations worldwide, including Portugal, Paris, Madrid, and now Bangor. The city's iteration of the project is a joint effort between the Downtown Bangor Partnership and Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center.
We want people to really take a moment and pause and say, how am I? How are the people around us? How can we take care of each other? How can we be a better community? Our collaboration, it has people look up for inspiration to have that kind of uplifting experience.
The Downtown Bangor Partnership has been working to make the installation a reality for more than 3 years in an effort to bring joy to the community.
It provides a space to gather and activates a street that is otherwise a little bit quiet, to give people a sense of whimsy and help them find a place to connect and pause in busy environments.
In addition to spreading positivity, some are hoping the installation will draw more visitors to the downtown area to help stimulate business for local shop owners.
It's going to be really fun for the tourists coming down, and anything we can do to draw new people downtown. There's a lot of people that haven't been shopping downtown for a lot of years, and now we're doing so many things.
The umbrellas will go up every May and come down each October for the next 3 years. The Downtown Bangor Partnership and Northern Light will hold a launch party for the umbrella project on Monday, July 31st, from 4:30 to 7 p.m. In Bangor, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
There is something innately cheerful about those wonderful, brightly colored umbrellas just kind of hanging out above. I don't know. It is. There's something happy about it.
And I think the contrast of all that color pop looks so great in a town like, or city like Bangor, where you have so much brick and just the contrast is there. And it really does kind of brighten up your day just looking at it.
It'll be neat to see it live and, just kind of see how it makes you feel.
Yeah.
Alrighty, folks. Well, that is going to do it for us from everyone here at ABC 7 News. Take care and have a great rest of your night.
Good night, everyone.